I was sitting on the beach in Bali. It's a beautiful beach, and I was waiting for sunset. And I see from afar a small traditional boat come ashore, and of course a fisher was in there, and the boat just ashore. And then the first time I met Nyoman, the fisher. So I help him push his boat to the land, make sure that it's safe enough from the wave. And while we pushing the boat, I ask this very, very simple question to Nyoman. I say, so how's your day? Did you catch lots of fish today? And hopefully the big ones? And he say, well, I wish. But unfortunately, you can see, we pulled some bucket and yes, it just few fish and they are small. Actually, as a marine biologist, scuba diver, I really know what Newman said. Yes, this is Bali. And like all other islands in Indonesia, this is paradise. And I believe most of you will say Bali is a paradise. And yes, this is the center of world's coral reef. This is the place where you can see all the beauty, all the most colorful coral reef beauty of all the fish in the world. But if you go deeper, things actually different. The coral is destroyed, coral is damaged, and there are not many more fish out there. And this is not just about 75% of world's coral reef gone extinct. It's not just about the fish that will just disappear. This is about people. Because there are lots of people that depends on this coral reef. There are a lot of people like Nyoman and other Nyoman that depends on this fish, this healthy coral, to feed their family. It's about Nyoman as a dad that depends on this coral, this fish, to ensure that he can send his kids to a good school. And I said to Nyoman, well, okay, so have you discussed this problem with the government, our fisheries official? And Nyoman just said, well, the last time I did it, they have no clue what to do. And then while Nyoman trying to clean his boat, taking the fish out of the boat, he said this very, very, I never really expect this coming from Nyoman. He said, life is difficult. And sometimes you just have to accept it. When Nyoman said that words, it's like a deja vu for me. Like, I've been there before. It was like few years ago when I'm still little kids, and I and my parents were living in deep rainforest in Kalimantan, in Borneo. So I just 12 years old kids. And that time was just amazing. I remember I see all these exotic birds, all the animals, the orangutan. There are lots of them. And I clearly remember the tree just amazing. So If we want to hug a tree, it needs about 10 of us hold hand together just to hug a tree. I'm like, wow. But somehow there are lots of foreign timber company coming to my tree, my forest. And what they did, they chopped down all the tree. They cut down all of my trees. And then somehow again, they leave us. Which is later on I learned that it was the time when we had the Asia financial crisis. And I asked my father, Dad, what's going on here? Why these people coming and then just cut down all of my trees and then no more beautiful birds, no more orangutan here, and they just leave us with nothing. And my dad at the time just said, well, it's very difficult to understand. And sometime in life, you just have to accept it. But that time I just 12 years, little kids. But that time, that moment when Nyoman said the exact same words, sometimes in life you just have to accept it. I'm already 24 years old, I'm understanding. And I said, well, this is not right. So courage growing inside of me, and I said to Nyoman, well, Nyoman, if you think you deserve better life, you have to fight for it. And Nyoman just busy cleaning his boat. And then he stopped and suddenly looking at me and he said, well, Jensi, if you can bring back the fish, we will fight again. I said, well, okay. So, the next day, I met with the government, go to the government office, talking with the official, and I discussed the problem, and just like what Newman said, they have no clue what to do.